Yes, I'm still a fairy. Okay, no, we're going to get warmed up today with another sprint. It, as always, can be found in your Starry Night Fluency book. Today is page 71. So again, Starry Night, page 71, and it looks like this. The directions read, write the unknown number. Pay attention to the symbols. Pay attention to the symbols. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 minute on the clock. You're being prepared, you're gonna do your best. If you need a little bit more time than I'm allotting for, just make sure you click pause and you get your materials. Don't move with haste, but don't feel rushed. Okay? So, it's kind of like one of the best things about doing this way. You can pause the teacher. Alright, so 1 minute on the clock. On your mark, get set, go. Alright, you heard it, guys. Guess what? Time's up. Gotta stop. How do you think I got here? Hello? I had to write it on here somewhere, somehow. No, but guys, that bell does still mean stop. We are gonna go ahead and check our work, so come on. Alright, so yes, let's go ahead and check our work. Starting at the tippy top, we're going to write the unknown number. Pay attention to the symbols. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. 1, 1, 4, 4, 7, 2, 5, 2, 5, 6, 5, 5, 1, 1. Top of column 2, question number 16. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 3, 3, 6, 2, 4, 2, 2, 7, 3, 3, 3, 3, 7, 6. Alright, great job, guys. Yes, we were checking our work. Write the number you got correct in the starburst. And double check to make sure I did it right. And let me know if you catch an error. We got one friend who keeps calling me out, and I say thank you every time. Every time. Now let's look here. What do 11, 16, and 19? What is the same about 11, 16, and 19? They have the same whole. Excellent. 11, 16, and 19 are all different ways to make 6. Excellent work. Let's go on and continue with our lesson. Come on. Great work on this sprint. We are going to go ahead and continue with our application problem, which lives on page 249 in our Learn book. And if we didn't know, which one, the number's in blue, which means it's the blue trim book. I've been doing it all year, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, Learn book 249. And this reads, Tamara has 7 digital clocks in her house and only 2 circular or analog clocks. How many fewer circular clocks does Tamara have than digital clocks? All right, second part. How how many clocks does Tamara have all together? So there's two parts to this question. The first part being, how many fewer circular clocks does Tamara have than digital clocks? How many clocks does Tamara have all together? Right? Go ahead. Alright guys, so yes, there were two parts to this question, and this is what me solving the problem looked like. I drew to represent the digital clocks, I drew to represent the circular analog clocks, and then I solved the problems of Tamara has 9 clocks, so I did the addition first, and she has 5 fewer circular clocks. I used the strategy of, you know, when we did graphing and we sorted the data, I used that strategy. I saw how much longer, how much bigger this group was, and I said she has 5 fewer circular clocks, because that's what we were asked to do. Alright, speaking of clocks, because this week is all about time, and maybe I am a fairy from an enchanted forest long, long ago. Who knows? That's for you to find out. We are going to, so get your clock back out. Your clock that's in its little pouchy pouch from yesterday that you put together? Yes. Yes, we're going to be looking at, so we talked about the hour hand being the short hand. And we talked about when the minute hand points to the 12, that's the top of the clock. It is the top of the hour. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. It's 4 and o'clock. Well, today I want us to look at, let's start at this clock shows 1 o'clock, correct? Yes, it does. Sorry, this clock shows 1 o'clock. And what we're going to be thinking about today is, how does this look? So let's think, let me just pretend it's your birthday. Okay? It's your birthday. You're turning 7, right? All right. Between now and 8, there's going to be a whole year. Until you turn 8, you will say you are 7 years old. But where you're at 7 is not exactly the same as 7 and a month, 7 and 2 months, 7 and 6 months, 7 and 11 months. Like maybe today you can't tie your shoes, but in 2 months you can, and then in 4 months you can read some new sounds. Like things are happening and changing. There is movement and growth, but you don't get to start with a new number until you finish this one, right? Yes, so that's the same way we read clocks. That same logic is applied to how we read clocks. So like for example, this clock reads 3 o'clock. Hour on the 3, minutes on the 12. 3 o'clock. On a digital clock, it looks like this. 3 o'clock. 3:00, 3 o'clock. Well, what I want you to think of is what happens at halfway around the clock. So if I take my clock and we go halfway around, well, it's no longer 3 o'clock. It is now half past. We went halfway between 1 hour and another. And if I moved that minute hand to match that, let me see. So look, if I move my minute hand to match that, let's go halfway around. Don't get stuck. Going halfway around. Where does my minute hand now live? I went halfway around, starting at 1. My minute hand is at 6. The bottom of the clock is 6. The bottom of a circular analog clock is 6. But what's also happening, the same way you're growing and changing during the course of this year, the hour hand moves too. The hour hand is slowly creeping, just like you're slowly creeping up in age. That hour hand is slowly creeping towards the next hour, which in this case is 4. So now the hour hand is also, the minute hand is between the hour, showing we're halfway through the hour. The hour hand shows we are halfway past the hour. They both move together. One just moves faster than the other. One just moves faster than the other, right? Yeah. So, the way that comes, so the way that counted, and I told you, each little teeny mark is counted. count it too. So we're going to count it. So counting around the clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So halfway past 3. Half past 3 is read as 3. Let's count them again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm asking you again. Half past 3, look at my marker, is read as, half past 3 is read as 3:30. Good. It's read as 3:30. Half past 3. Excellent. And that goes the same for every clock, every analog clock. And every time you see, so this is 3 o'clock on the 3. So on the top of the clock, on the number, the top of the hour. Half past the hour, half past the hour. Just like you can be 6 1/2, you're still 6 1/2. You started at 6. You have to finish all of 6 before you can be 7. Yeah, makes sense? Okay, so now we're going to look at some clocks. We're going to look at some clocks on page 169 in your Succeed bedroom book. We're going to look at some clocks right here on page 169, and we're going to decide which one shows what we're saying. So, number 1 says half past 2 o'clock. Which of these clocks shows half past 2 o'clock? Well, in order to be half past, my minute hand needs to be on which number? 12 or 6? 6. My minute hand has to be on 6 in order for it to be half past. It has to be on 6. So, it can't be C because the minute hand points to the 12 on C, so it has to be A or B. Which one is half past 2? B is half past 2 because the hour hand is also half past 2. It is between the 2 and the 3. It's halfway there. So, let's see if you can tell me. Number 2, half past 10 o'clock. Which clock shows half past 10 o'clock? A shows half past 10 o'clock. Good job. That minute hand is halfway around. The hour hand is between the 10 o'clock and the 11 o'clock hour. Good job. All right, number 3. Number 3. Which one shows 6 o'clock? If it is 6 o'clock, where is the minute hand pointed? At 12 or 6? If it is 6 o'clock, the minute hand points to 12 or 6. 12. Excellent. And looking at these 3 clocks, knowing that information, which one has to be 6 o'clock? A. It's the only one where the minutes are pointing in the correct location. Excellent. Okay, you try 4. Which of these clocks shows half past 8? Which one shows half past 8? A, B, or C? Let's think about the rules of where the minute hand needs to be. Let's think about where the hour hand falls if it's half past. Which one shows half past 8? B. Good job. B is half past 8. Halfway around the clock, halfway between 8 and 9. Half past 8. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. So it seems that you're getting a pretty good grasp on half past or 30 and o'clock when it says 00. That's really good. I think you are ready for your problem set, which is in your Learn book on page 251, front and back. Still operating under the goal of we are completing problem sets. this module, we are completing problem sets. And just a shameless self-promotion, Zearn matches lesson for lesson. And if you're staying with Zearn like you should be in time on Zearn as well, which is an excellent tool to help us practice since the time topic is really short. Okay? Alright, so go do your problem set in your Learn book, then come back to your Nearpod so you can complete and submit your exit ticket. I split it between 3 drawings, 2 drawings. I split it up so you have room to work. Because here you have to draw the minute hand to show the time that's written, and here you have to read the clock and write the time on the line. But I definitely split it up. It's not all on one slide, so you'll have room. I know sometimes the drawing tool gets to acting funny when you're touching too many spots, but guys, that's all I have for you. In theory, I will see you at hour, sometime soon, honestly. All right, guys, but that's all I have. I'll see you later.